of my Hoyas which are not doing very well. This is my Hoya Kereri and it has outgrown the pot that it's in. So I will be putting this Hoya in a new pot. I have my, see, it's toppling over. Alright, let it just stay right there. And then this is my Hoya Crimson Princess. This Crimson Princess, the leaves have been getting ripe and falling off, and I believe it's because this soil is retaining too much moisture, so it seems as if I'm having a little bit of root rot problem. So I will be changing the soil. I'm not putting this in a bigger pot. I'm just going to be changing the soil in this Hoya, and hopefully it can survive, which I think it will. So this is my Hoya Crimson Princess. And then there is my Hoya finlaysonii, which is evident of root rot. So like already throughout the soil, it was retaining too much moisture, so I need to put this in the same pot but in a better soil. So I will be using a mixture of perlite and organic soil, which is very light and fluffy. So guys, remember to subscribe to my channel. It is free of cost, and you can follow me and see all the plant tips and everything that I post. So this is the mixture that I will be using. It is perlite with the organic soil, so it's a very airy mix, which is good for the Hoyas. So it will allow the roots to breathe, and then the water will just run from it and it won't retain too much moisture. So as you can see, it's a very easy and quick process once you have your mix done and available. It's very light, so you know that it won't be retaining too much moisture. So I will give you a progress update as to how this will be doing further down. So this is my Hoya finlaysonii. This is the Crimson Princess. I'm going to be changing the soil in it, so you will see that this is very heavy, so this is retaining a lot of moisture. You see? Let me show you. So the roots is pretty good in it still, but the soil is too wet because of the heaviness of the soil. So I'm going to be changing that off. So as you can see, I have removed most of the soil from it. So now I'm going to be putting in the new mixture. As you can see, I have removed most of the soil from it, so I'm going to be putting it now in the new mixture, which is very airy and very light. So I will be putting it in the new mixture, which I already added to the pot, and you see the roots on it. The roots is still very healthy, so I caught this one early, and it's already on a trellis. So I'm just going to be sticking it down just like that, and then add soil around it. This mixture is also very good for succulents and cactuses, as it's so light. It would do those plants very good. So there it is in its new soil, and it's already looking so healthy. Okay, been following me for a long time or a couple months, you would have known my Hoya Kereri and how much it has grown. I will put a photo of it in the corner of how it looked when I first purchased it and the progress that it made along the way. However, this Hoya has outgrown its pot, so I will be putting it in a bigger pot. And because it's on this bamboo trellis and it's now top heavy and bottom light, it is turning over. It keeps on toppling over. So I need to, that is a sign that you need to repot your Hoya, or you can just stabilize it. But in this case, this Hoya really needs to be repotted. Right, so I will be taking it out of this. It is so heavily rooted in here. This is my second time uppotting this Hoya, and it is a very fast grower, so you have to be mindful of that when you buy a kerrii. It grows very fast. So as you can see, the roots are healthy. It's not root bounded, but it is heavily rooted, so I am going to be putting it in a bigger pot. I might just loosen this up a bit, and then I will place it in the other pot. So I have in this mixture is charcoal and a bit of coconut trash or husk in it, just to retain a little moisture because of the type of soil that I use. So I have to be handling this with a lot of care because the roots are very delicate. I'm just spraying it up just a bit before I put it in the bigger pot. And because we have been getting a lot of rain lately, it's very moist. Okay, so I have removed it, as you saw, from the old pot, so I won't be troubling the roots too much because they're pretty fine. So I will be putting it in this pot, which is probably a 6-inch if it's so big. So let me add some soil to this first. I know these Hoyas will be loving this new mixture because I'm loving it, they must be loving it. So let me just add some more to the top right here. Oh, and guys, this Hoya bloomed for me already, so I'm adding some more soil to the top just to keep it down in this pot. And as you can see, it's already on a trellis. It's on a bamboo trellis. And guys, this Hoya actually bloomed for me already, so I'll be putting the photograph of its blossoms in the corner so you can see it blooms yellow with a red. Very beautiful, and the blooms last a pretty good time. So hopefully I don't have to repot this Hoya until probably the next 6 months or the next year, hopefully. But I will see, depending on how fast it grows. So guys, when you're repotting, it's going to be a bit messy. It's not going to be all cute and fine and dandy. So there it is. It's fully uppotted, and I'm going to clean its leaves. So let let me give you a closer look. And the soil is very light, so I know these Hoyas are going to do so good in their new mixture that I gave them. So that's my Hoya Kereri. So I will be watering these Hoyas, but I won't be soaking them. I'll just put a little bit of rainwater that I have stored in container on them, just for the roots to get adjusted to the new soil that it's in. So that's the Hoya Kereri. So guys, this is all 3 Hoyas fully up potted, repotted, change of soil, bigger pots, and just looking fabulous, and hopefully they will be doing much better. Remember to follow me, click the subscribe button, is free of cost, so you never miss another plant video. Soil mix has been changed to give them a better chance at growing and doing their best, because remember, Hoyas do not like a lot of water. They like to be dried out completely before watering, as they are very prone to root rot. So remember to keep a close eye on your Hoyas so you can see when they are not doing good. So I know these 3 Hoyas will bounce back very nicely because I caught them early. This is the only one that I caught very late, my Hoya finlaysonii. But the Crimson Princess and the Hoya Kereri should be just fine. So remember to follow me, subscribe to my channel on YouTube, Living Natural 3225, where it's all about loving nature. I'm also on Instagram, and the link to my Instagram account is also on my YouTube page, and I am also on TikTok as Everything Plants. So this is another episode of me repotting my Hoyas, and I thank you guys for staying tuned and watching. And if you have not already subscribed, please hit the subscribe button.